Okay. I'm actually seeing some issues on my end already. Okay. So I'm doing it. I'm doing a little quick test here of dual streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. Just trying to make sure that it works before the workshop tonight. Just trying to see if I end up, because I don't know if my internet bandwidth can deal with it. I suspect my bandwidth will be okay with it, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna stream like some random pixel art for like 30 minutes, and I'll be asking if people are noticing any problems. Also, I don't know if I have a way to like merge the chats. I don't know if I can merge the chats of both. I think that maybe my stream display, my stream like chat display actually mixes the two. Yes. I think both chats are appearing on Twitch here on the video. Yes, I think at least that part works, but I think I don't get to have like chat controls for the other. Okay, there's the significant delay you're saying? All right. Also, I made it that if I play music, it doesn't show up on YouTube because YouTube has more severe sort of copyright stuff. So if I play music, it should only be playing on Twitch.
Malison, the Cursed City is a fantasy survival horror.
Yeah, so if I play music, it should only be playing on Twitch and not on YouTube. I think. But yeah, I don't have like, I might need to like open a separate like YouTube like chat controls thing. Let's see. Maybe I have a way to do that. Yeah, I might need to. Okay, yeah, I do have a separate chat control here. And it does tell me my connection is good, so that's nice. All right. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, but yeah. So yeah, if this works well, I might just do this. Let me try to play music and see if it actually shows up on YouTube or not. Now, I mean, sometimes when I play like chiptunes would probably be fairly safe to play on YouTube. I just need to make sure to never play like my dad rock while I'm streaming on YouTube. So I guess if I ever have whenever I do a stream, I guess I should just pick the music I play depending on whether or not I'm including YouTube here. So you know, maybe I'll just stream sometimes including YouTube, depending on how I'm feeling music-wise that day. I kind of wish I could simplify the YouTube, yeah, the YouTube dashboard for it seems to always include like a stream preview, which I wish, because it's probably eating up some of my bandwidth there. But yeah, it's not too bad. All right, let's put on some music and make sure that it is indeed not playing on YouTube, so that way That should be a bit more safe to stream there. Let's see. Let's put on some chiptunes here. Super Castlevania 4. So yeah, this should not show up. This should not sound on YouTube here. This should only be heard if you're on Twitch here. Now, some of it might go through the mic a little bit. So some of it might come through the mic. Hopefully it's going to be too quiet on the mic to be picked up by algorithm stuff. I don't know how that works. I think generally... I mean, it might... Maybe any, you know... Maybe even it being picked up by my mic is going to be too much, and it's still going to get me muted if I play some dad rock. Hopefully not. Actually, yeah, I think on YouTube, if it catches, like, it just... I guess it's just gonna, like, demonetize my stream or something if it catches copyrighted music. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah. More like the rights hoarders, am I right? Hey. That's right. All right. So yeah, let's do a little pixel arting. Yeah, anyone tell me if you see if you're getting any sort of lag issues. Yes. The stream itself should be combining both chats, but I do need to have two apps open separately to manage it, which is a little annoying, but I mean, as long as it's, you know, as long as it's working, it's not a big deal. That's right. I think the Twitch rules. I think so. Twitch at first, I was not streaming. I was not dual streaming before because there's literally like rules. There's literally rules against multi streams, but as I understand it, they changed those rules, and now partners don't need to. Partners can now multi-stream to YouTube. I think there are Twitch partners. I think there are rules though. I think it's like you need to have either Twitch have a higher quality or to have at least equal quality. So you can't have like a lower quality stream to YouTube. And I think there's also another rule where you need to make sure that Twitch chat is visible. That either no chat is visible or Twitch chat is included. I think. I'll need to look into it more. So you can't have only another chat there. It needs to be, you know, Twitch chat, a combined chat, or no chat, right? I think that's what I understand the rules to be. So basically they're hoping that multi-streams are just going to bring people to use Twitch, right? Yeah, it is a spoiler. I mean it's you know, it's out of context a bit, but yes, this is a late game thing. I mean, it's not a new thing. It's like something that's been in the game for a while, but it is like a late game thing, yes. Oh, it's time to stretch, but I'll wait a little bit. So the plan before I return to Malison right now. So I'm kind of waiting for I'm waiting for Yo-Yo Games to release the next long-term stable version of GameMaker. Once that happens, I want to spend some time just sort of like returning to the project a bit, cleaning it up, making sure that it all works with that latest version. Because I'm going to switch to that long-term stable, and I'm going to stick to that long-term stable version until the game is launched. So that it remains like, stable in the long term. But that's going to be just a temporary like dip back. It's going to be like this temporary like dip back into Malison. And then after that, I'll go back to Look Outside to work on 2.0. And then after 2.0 is released, which is planned for around Halloween, then I'll permanently go back to Malison. And Malison's going to be like the main thing I work on again. Because Look Outside has been sort of, it's giving me quite a bit of money to help me fund development on Malison. And I've been wanting to sort of make sure I finish Look Outside properly before I permanently go back to Malison. So I do want to sort of make sure I put in everything I wanted to before sort of leaving it behind for good. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming work on Malison. Absolutely. People are going to get to see all my horrible code. That's right. It'll be there for all to judge. It is a big, complicated game. I mean, it's a turn-based RPG. So our turn-based RPGs, when you're programming them sort of from the ground up, are in this weird space where the individual parts of it are not particularly complex, but the whole is complex, Well, thank you, ASM Robert. Yeah, I'm very happy with the success of Look Outside. It's definitely performed way better than I expected. When I turned it into like a full project, my expectations for it were basically, hey, it's mostly gonna be like early advertisement almost for Malison. And hey, if it makes a little bit of money on the side, that'll be a bonus. Little did I know. It would actually make quite a bit of money. It's actually is now the money I made from Look Outside now is actually eclipsing the initial funding I had for all of Malison. Like my initial funding I had for Malison was 100,000. And I mean, I don't know how much Look Outside is going to get me, like overall, like at the end. But right now I am at like something like 200. I'm at like $200,000 now. For a look outside. I mean, now, you know, taxes are gonna get me for sure. But I think it's probably gonna be something like 200,000 after all the taxes. So yeah, that's a good amount of money. That is a good bit of cash. And you know, it's still selling. So it's gonna keep getting better. And yeah, that is gonna be very helpful to finish Malison. Hey, Empoli. Yeah, I'm doing a quick little test because I'm trying to multi-stream to YouTube for the first time. Using like a plugin I found for it. I'm just not sure if my bandwidth is gonna be enough for that, so I'm doing just a quick little test stream and asking people on YouTube to tell me if anything is awry. And yeah, I might just stream both to YouTube and Twitch from now on if this is working out. Hey, Dodge Doshington, how's it going? So, is the music still not actually heard at all on YouTube? Do you still not hear at all the music on YouTube? Even if you listen real closely? Maybe if I stop talking, it's gonna start kind of poking through because of the microphone. Maybe I'm just gonna need to finally start using headphones when I'm streaming. That would fix that problem. But I just don't like using headphones. I am afraid of developing tinnitus. Tinnitus. You know, I've heard many horror stories of tinnitus. There's also that. Yes, they're also kind of uncomfortable. I mean, you know, just taking the little stretch breaks should help in reducing the sort of the soreness of headphones a little, but yeah, to me it's more about tinnitus. I just really don't want to develop tinnitus. So, you know, if I have this thing, you know, I stream every day, almost every day. So anything that I do every day like this, you know, that's a risk of some kind of long-term health effect. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just a little paranoid about developing tinnitus. I mean, you know, maybe I don't know what the incidence rate of tinnitus is, if you know, if you keep volumes reasonable. You know, maybe on a reasonable volume, tinnitus is actually very rare. You need to be like I don't know what the risk factor is exactly, what it looks like. If I'm okay? What do you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, oh, you know, maybe I should just actually try playing some copyrighted music here and see if YouTube catches it. That would be a good test. I mean, you know, it's just, if it demonetizes a test stream, that's not a big deal, right? Who gives a shit? So we'll see. Because I have a setup that's supposed to not actually include the music. My music in the stream, that's the version of the stream that's sent to YouTube, isn't supposed to get it. But like I'm saying, like my microphone is going to pick like a tiny bit. It's going to pick up a tiny bit of that music coming out of my speakers. And I'm wondering if that's going to be caught by YouTube or not. Because sometimes it is caught by... Sometimes it is caught by Twitch. It does happen sometimes. My stream does get muted on Twitch. That does happen. And that is just because it's being captured by my microphone here. That's why I'm talking about headphones. So using headphones would fix that. Alright, yeah, let's put some music on. Let's just see if YouTube notices or not. And if my stream gets demonetized. I'm curious. Alright, what do I put on as the test? As the ultimate test? The ultimate copyright test. It's Led Zeppelin, right? I guess Led Zeppelin would be the ultimate copyright test. Metallica? Well, I don't have any Metallica, so it'll have to be some Led Zeppelin, I think. Oh, does like Nintendo music get flagged too? So is using chiptunes not even safe? God, because it's completely safe as far as I understand. It's completely safe on Twitch. As far as I know, using like chiptunes is pretty safe on Twitch. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe old Nintendo songs are safe. It's just newer soundtracks, okay. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. This is gonna be a test. And yeah, if I really can't get it to work, then yeah, I guess I'll try to get me a comfortable pair of headphones. You can barely hear it right now on YouTube. The Led Zeppelin here. Can y'all, hey, people on YouTube right now, can you hear the Led Zeppelin? Can you hear the copyright danger? Because yeah, it's not supposed to be playing on YouTube, but it might be mild, just captured a little bit in the background by my microphone. So I don't know if that's going to be enough to trip the... You don't hear it? All right. Well, it's pretty... I have it pretty low. I have it pretty low. I mean, it's not like it's a human doing, it's not automated, so I imagine it being quiet isn't necessarily that big of a, that good of a defense. No, I don't mind. I don't mind like the noise canceling stuff or anything. That's not really like, that doesn't make me uncomfortable or anything. It's really just, I'm just generally afraid of developing tinnitus from like using headphones every day. That's really all it is. Oh, thank you, Crito. I appreciate that. Oh, someone's asking when's Malison? I said this a little bit earlier, but so right now there's two things. I'm waiting on Yo-Yo Games to release the next long-term stable version of Game Maker. Because once that's released, I want to spend a little bit of time just adapting, just like going over my game, making sure it all works, just sort of refamiliarizing myself with it, because I haven't really gone on the source code of Malison in like months and months now. I mean, I popped it open like just a few months ago because I was showing something about the game. I want to just I want to give like a quick little look-see to people that hadn't really heard of the project before, because obviously with the release of Look Outside, a bunch of new people are showing up on my streams that have never really heard of the game before. So like one time a few months ago, I popped open the game and showed around a little bit. But otherwise, I haven't really looked at the source code of Malison in like a while now, because I've been even before Look Outside, I was really busy on some freelance work. I was working on the mobile version of Katana Zero, and also the Chinese version of Katana Zero, and that was a lot of work. That really took a lot of my time. This was like something I took up because I was running out of funds for Malison. So this is why I'm very happy about Look Outside's success, because I don't really need to do freelance work to pay for Malison anymore. I have plenty of money to just do everything now. Yay. Yeah. You know, getting money isn't just getting money, it's getting time too. But yes, once I have this, yeah. But yeah, so once the long-term stable comes out, and I know how long I'll spend fuzzing around my source code, but you know, I want to just spend some time just for refamiliarizing with it. Just looking to see. I'm kind of curious because it's been so long. I forget, like, if I was in the middle of doing something. I remember a few things I was working on, like, at the time. And I kind of wonder, like, you know, did I leave the game in, like, a broken state? Because sometimes, if you stop working on something for a while, you know, you don't remember what state you actually left things in. You know? Were you halfway through working on something? Well, you know, is it actually in a state where you can just run the game and playtest it? I think it was kind of in a playable state. But with the update, with the long-term stable update, that probably changes a bunch of things about GameMaker, so, you know, there might be problems caused by that too. And I'll need to fix some things probably. Yeah, the battle animation system, that's something I was definitely working on it around that time. Do you have copyright claims, commercial issues towards potential fan games of Look Outside? Not really. I really like fan work stuff. I mean, I don't know if there's like things where, because I know there's like some, I don't know. You know, I'm not used to being in, you know, in the big leagues. I'm not really used to like. I'm not really used to like having to think about my game in terms of an actual IP. And it's very possible that there's reasons I should actually be wary of fan games, but I can't really find the energy to be, you know? Like maybe there's, you know, I keep hearing these truisms about copyright of like, hey, if you let, you know, stuff about like, hey, if you let fan games just be, that like opens the door to like anyone to make, you know, that like opens the door for like more egregious copyright issues, but I can't think of any instance of that actually happening. You know? I mean, you know, does it mean if I let fan games be, does it mean that like I'm more likely to have, you know, AI stores start spitting out garbage, you know, garbage merch of my game? Because they don't need any help for that, you know? A garbage AI generated store already opened up. So, you know, what difference does it make? Hey, Otter Pups. Ah, it was Sophie's Slingshot. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah, yeah. So yes, yesterday I checked Otterpop's stream of the game, and as soon as I showed up on the stream, immediately a crash. Just amazing timing. Just amazing, amazing timing. Just a crash literally the moment I joined. And yeah, it was a crash against the Panopticon. And yeah, okay, so it was Sophie's Slingshot. So apparently Sophie's Slingshot is unsafe to use against the Panopticon. I'm wondering now, out of like this, I can't really think of why it would be a problem. But I'm wondering what if it's because what if you ran out of marbles? What if you ran out of marbles? Maybe that's what it would have caused it. Okay, you had 30 marbles, so that's not it then. It's then that I mean that's good. That means it should be easier to reproduce then. I don't know. I'll look it up. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was meaning to go check. I was meaning to go check your stream VOD. But thank you. Yeah, I'll need to look into that. You know, I'll even make a little note. I'll make a little note. Appreciate it. And sorry for you losing a bunch of progress yesterday to that crash. Also, yes, I am working on something that's a spoiler, so sorry about that. This isn't it. I mean, at least it's out of context here, so you don't know what the hell that is. Who knows what that could be? Yeah, it's the old Gornado. It's the old Gornado. Yeah. Oh, actually, I have something else to stream next week. I have a fun new thing to do for Kingdoms of the Dumps. Kingdoms of the Dump next week. So that should be fun. A big old goop monster. Everyone loves goop monsters. Yeah. That ought to be fun. It's a big old monster. A big old monster. That's actually going to be one of those spectacle bosses I talked about in the last a few streams ago. One of them spectacle bosses. We all love those. We all love a spectacle boss. All right, I need to remember now the stream is going to be put on YouTube where the music is not going to be heard. So if I sing along to the music, it's going to sound particularly silly on YouTube. Oh no. This might be the end. This might be the beginning of the end of Singing Frankie, folks. I'm sorry. I mean, this was already silly for, you know, people listening to the VOD, because the VOD also doesn't have the music track. Yeah. The VOD track. That just means I need to perform even better, you know? I just like the singing needs to be so good that it still works without the music backing it, you know? Yeah, I'm using multiple audio. Yeah, I use a plugin to split the audio player sound from the rest. Yeah, this is my first time trying to multi-stream to YouTube. We're using this is why I'm doing an early stream. Normally I stream a lot later than this. Just doing a quick little test of like, you know, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, just to see if any issues come up. How y'all doing on YouTube? How y'all doing? Any issues cropping up so far? Still no lag or anything? It sounds like maybe we're good to go for streaming on YouTube if it's still all good. All right, all right, all right. Okay, now I can use this to move backwards. You know, maybe finally hopping onto YouTube streaming. Maybe that could mean I could start. Maybe I need to diversify my streaming too. You know, maybe I need to start. Maybe I need to become a React streamer. How's that? That's right. React streaming. Maybe I can become a drama channel. Yes, finally. Yeah, I am playing some music, but I'm removing it from the YouTube stream, or they would shut me down. That'd be good. That'd be a good gimmick. Yeah, yeah. Just watch stuff and I'm just unimpressed every time. Yeah. Yeah. My catchphrase is yeah, right. There's actually a music ticker telling you what the song is. Although it doesn't work so well ever since I had to remake my remake my setup. It's kind of broken cuz the the plugin I was using to display my music was is not compatible with Windows 11. So I had to just kind of cobble something together. And it doesn't work so well. Okay, so that's a step forward. And now the step backwards. Okay, okay. And now the transition point. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Okay, now this is not perfect. It's just kind of the start of the motion here. Now I'll need to make sure to make this transition here between these two frames look more smooth later. This is where each bone becomes the next one. But for now, this is like... yeah, this is an acceptable point. Now, it's time to do it for these faces. That's going to be more complicated. That's going to be trickier. So you... gonna go in here. Gonna go up here. Gonna start getting in here. You are gonna move up there. You are gonna move up here. You're gonna move up here. You you are gonna move over there, and you're gonna kind of emerge. Yeah, it's gonna be like a snaking. Yeah, this is gonna like snake up here. Yeah, something like that, right? And then you are gonna go up here. I'm gonna flow up. You are going to sort of float backwards. Like that. But yeah, my own thoughts about copyright and intellectual property are, you know, they're conflicted, I guess. You know, I feel very differently about, fans making things for fun, and even if they make a little money with it, and an AI slop company just automating making a bunch of garbage based on what I made, you know. But the same laws basically govern both of these things. Okay, so that's one step of it. Now I need to make the movement backwards. And so down here. Okay, and now I need to copy all of this on this frame and paste it over all of this frame. And then continue the motion here. There we go. And this one. Okay, that's not bad. That flow. It's gonna need more tweaks. Because some of the faces kind of disappear and appear. Some of the faces are gonna need to like merge together or split. But I think it's a good start. So that arm here is gonna need to disappear. There's some tweaks I need to do to this arm here. Like here, that arm needs to start a bit higher up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Exactly. Something like that. Okay. There's some things I want to do for that sort of purple vein here. But I think I'll wait for the rest to be a bit more detailed before I get to this one. Do I do what? Nah, you know what? Nah, let's just do it right now. Yeah, just a little. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna accentuate. I'm gonna accentuate it more, but it's a good start. Yeah, you can kind of see the vibe. I like that they all kind of feel like they have a different speed to them. I think that's gonna make it feel kind of more sickening a bit. You know? I like that. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna look sick when it's all done. Can't wait. Alright. But I think that's gonna be it for this little test stream. That's gonna be it for the little test stream, folks. Like I said, I was just trying to see. I was just trying to make sure that dual streaming to YouTube works. And it seems to be working. I like that. That's nice. And yes, I am going to stream again later tonight. Tonight is going to be probably the last workshop stream that is going to be like prepared. I think the workshop stream after this is going to be like, if anyone's submitted workshop entries, I think I'm going to start like playing anything that people have submitted. If anyone submits anything, of course. You know. So if there's entries and things, that's going to be next week. But tonight, I have prepared something. I've prepared a workshop about playtesting, so that should be fun. Yeah, it's all going to be about playtesting. All right, but yeah. So yeah, you want to tune in tonight at 8. Yes, if you've been working on something for the workshop, I have a itch.io. I basically set this up like a game jam on itch.io. So if you signed up for that game jam, you'll be able to submit your game for it. It's not really a game jam, but you know, setting it up as a game jam basically gives us a way for everyone to have their projects up somewhere, and I can just have a big old list, and then we can go through it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's if you got something for me to look at, that's going to be next week. Yep. All right, but yeah, that's going to be it for now. And yeah, I'll stream again tonight at 8 p.m. EST, as usual. And yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, it's going to be about playtesting. All right, but yeah, thank you all for watching, and take care.